Hello stamping friends, I'm Brenda Hillard. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm located in north central Minnesota. Anyway, welcome. Today I'm going to share with you a swap card that I put together for a demonstrator swap that I participate in each month. And this one I really went outside of my usual. My usual is a clean and simple card. But I had purchased the Queen Bee bundle and decided I was going to try my hand at what they call Shabby Chic or vintage style card. So, as you may or may not know, the January through April mini catalog is ending on April 3rd. So the retirement list will be coming out later today. Be sure to check my newsletter. Today being March 29th. What else should I tell you about? The annual catalog will be ending on May 3rd. So if you have things highlighted in that catalog that you're have not purchased from your wish list, you may want to jump on that. Granted, the retiring list is coming out today, but the discount prices do not start until April 4th, which means there is going to be a big run on product in the next week before it's actually discounted. If you have things saved in your shopping cart, don't save them, take them out, write them on a piece of paper, and enter them back in after the 4th, because the discounted prices are not going to automatically update, just so you know. And then 2, we found out the annual catalog that comes out May 4th, May 3rd, May 4th, one of those days. I'll get more specific as it gets closer. There is going to be a price increase. So if you love the basic white cardstock, the basic white thick, very vanilla envelopes, you may want to grab them because there's going to be a little price increase and you will get the lower price through April. So hop in there. Let's flip down. Let's make fun cards and not talk about all of this. Okay, so here we have it. We've got the Queen Bee. This is the featured set. I don't have these on here very nice because I was using them, but the bundle itself, it's a cling stamp set, 12 stamps, and then it's got the beautiful Queen Bee dies, and there are 15 dies in this set. Little flowers, super cute. There's bumblebees, there's a big spray here that coordinates with this. The bumblebee die. And then I love this background stamp and border stamp. So fun. So, and then there's even this little honeycomb and a crown. Why not, right? Alright, I'm going to set this to the side. The other things I'm going to be using on this card are the Tailor made tags. I'm going to be using the 2 largest from this set. They have kind of the scalloped corners. So the large one, and I've already die cut these because I don't want to waste your time die cutting. But here's the gold, the brush gold foil with the largest tag. And then I used the Pearl Essence paper from the annual catalog for the second to the largest. So that's those. And then I have something new to show you. It's so cool. Look at these. They are called the Radiating Stitches dies. There's 6 dies in the set. So you get this large rectangle, 2 smaller, the heart-shaped, and then these are 2 circular dies. These are online exclusives, which what online exclusive means is they will not appear in a catalog. So as a demonstrator, it is my pleasure to show you these products in use. And you can go out to my online store and check out the other online exclusives. Okay. All right. Other products, I'm going to be using the Abigail Rose paper. This paper is gorgeous if you have not familiarized yourself with it. It is found in the annual catalog, and I've chosen to use this pattern. I am using the gold faceted adhesive backed sequins. You can see these have been a favorite. I'm going to be using some of the natural finish ribbon. Again, this is in the annual catalog. I've got gray granite ink, and let's go. All right, so first of all, I'm going to bring in the Boss, and I am going to die cut a piece of gray granite cardstock using the Radiating Stitches frame, the largest one. So let's put our other cutting plate on there and reel it through. I did want to do this one on camera just so you could see how cool these dies are. Alright, so you get this little scrap piece, and that was a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece. But can you see how cool? It doesn't die cut out the center, but it gives you this beautiful slotted border is what I'll call it. That looks like it's stitched. Alright, so that's all I'm going to die cut. I'll show you the other die cut pieces that I did ahead of time. I'm going to bring in the hive folder. I'm going to lay my gold foil tag just kind of at an angle in there, and platform or plate 4, because this is a 3D embossing folder. Alright, wait till you see how beautiful this shows on the gold. Look at that. Pretty, huh? That's the Hive 3D embossing folder, and that's in the annual catalog too. I thought that was a perfect complement to the Queen Bee bundle. Alright, so time to assemble. Let me show you the card. I don't think I even did that. Just hopped right into products. So this is what we're going to be making. Kind of fun, kind of shiny, kind of a lot. Like I said, I'm normally into clean and simple, but wanted to give a try to the Shabby Chic or the vintage collage style card. I'm going to bring in this natural finish ribbon, and I want my gray granite ink. This is the border stamp from the Queen Bee stamp set. I'm just going to ink that up with the gray granite and stamp it down on the center of the ribbon. This was a technique that we had on one of our cards at the fall retreat this past fall. I will have a spring retreat. I'm sorry. It was at our spring retreat, and I do have a fall retreat in the works. So stay tuned for that. It will be an in-person event, and I will have a to-go option. So there's our stamped ribbon. I'm going to take a little bit of linen thread, and I'm just simply going to tie a big bow right in the center of our ribbon. Before I tie this down tight, I just want to encourage the ribbon to pop up this way instead of the other so that we can see. I want to be able to see the stamping we did on there, okay? So I'm just going to tie this linen thread in a big bow. Kind of leave those curly ends and I'll trim them as needed. Okay, I'm going to bring in my ribbon scissor and just give these ends a trim. It's good to use a really sharp scissor with this ribbon. It does fray easily, which the frayed look is kind of cool too, being we're doing a shabby chic, but I chose to not fray the ends. Alright, so next I'm going to bring in the silicone pad, and I've got our Pearl Essence tag, and again using gray granite. I want just a little piece of scrap paper here so that I can stamp off. I like that second generation look, and I'll show you what I mean here. So here's the scripty splatter stamp from the Queen Bee bundle. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp right here at the top. Again, stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp right down here at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to bring in the big Queen Bee. She's really beautiful. Her wings are all floral and leaves. And I'm going to do this full strength right in the center of our tag. And that'll be all for our stamping right now. Alright, I'm going to lift this up carefully. I'm going to set it to the side and just let it dry a little bit. Alright. Bring in our very vanilla card base and give that a good score with our bone folder. That's just a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And let's bring in our fun Radiating Stitches die piece. This is gray granite cardstock. I want to pop this up. Oh, here's my sheet of dimensionals. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, putting a dimensional in the center. You will see me do that frequently. And when I say frequently, like always, because I don't want that center. I want it to all stay on the same level. I don't want it to sag. So I'm going to put that right down on our card. I'm going to take our piece of Abigail Rose Designer Series paper. This measured 2 7/8 by 4. I'll add some Stamp and Seal and just kind of center that in on our die. Okay. I can zoom in a little bit. I didn't realize I was quite so far out. Alright. So prior to starting the video, I had die cut using the distressed gold. I did the wings for the Queen Bee. And there's this little tiny heart. So I used that as well. And that was the distressed gold. A piece of Pear Pizzazz. I die cut the... And these dies are all from the Queen Bee bundle. So the wings, the heart, and then the swag. Okay? So, on our gold foil hive embossed tag, I'm going to add some Stamp and Seal right at the top. I'm going to put a dimensional midway, and then I want a dimensional that's just going to come out on this bottom corner over here. So I'm going to lay it at a little bit of a diagonal, just like that. And I'm okay that it curls up a little bit because I want the dimension, I want the lift, okay? Then, on our pearlescence piece, I'm going to add just a drop of glue right in the center of that heart on the bee. And with my Take Your Pick tool, I'm going to just pick up the heart and place it right over the heart on the bee. I love, love, love how this tag looks. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Then flip that over, put a dimensional at the top, and I want one at this bottom corner. And then I want just a little bit of Stamp and Seal in the center. And the reason I'm going to do that, taking the backings off, I'm just going to take my green branch and just kind of attach that crosswise on there. Isn't that pretty? And then we can put that at a little bit of an angle down here. So it just kind of goes across. The wings, I'm just going to add a little bit of Stamping Seal to the center. I'm going to slide that underneath and just have that down at the corner of my tag. And really all we have left is to affix our bow, and that I'm going to do with a mini glue dot right up here, just kind of in between to cover up the holes on our tags. We're getting close, but I'm still going to add a little bit more shine, and that's where I'm going to bring in these, as I said, they're the gold faceted adhesive backed sequins. So I'm going to take one of these big teardrop shaped and just kind of add that right down here, and I'm sliding it up so that the wing from the bumblebee covers that hole on the sequin. And take a large sequin here, add one right up here, and we can add one right down at the bottom too. So there, let's see, there we go. So there we have my attempt at a vintage collage style card. I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get more inspiration and more updates regarding Stampin' Up! Products. Bye for now.